Hello, my dear student. A very good morning to all of you. In previous video, we have discussed the comparison of 3 level and 4 level laser system. In this video, we have discussed the optical resonator, or it is also known as a resonant cavity, and that different configuration of that resonator. Okay. These are the 4 configuration of that resonator. Is first is a Fabry-Perot or plane parallel resonator. Second one are the spherical or concentric resonator. Third one are the confocal resonator, and fourth one are the combination of plane and spherical reflector. Then we have start the optical resonator. In previous video, in the threshold condition, in the video the point threshold condition, we have discussed the optical resonator. Optical resonator, or it's simply known as a resonant cavity, is simply known as a resonant cavity. Then this optical resonator having two mirrors, that is these are the M1, these are the M2, and this mirror is 100% reflector, and this is 90% reflector, and 10% light will be transmitted. And in between the two mirror, that laser medium or that lasing medium, or that is the active medium, is placed. Active medium will place. And what is meant by active medium? In previous video we have discussed that active medium, that M1 is the mirror 1 and M2 is the mirror 1. This is the optical resonator, and this M1, that is the distance between M1 and M2, is the L. Capital L is the length of that two mirror. Okay, that's optical resonator, and this is the function of that optical resonator is we have discussed in previous video. Okay, then it is also known, and that optical resonator is also known as a resonant cavity, and it is one of the important components of laser system, which that optical resonator. That optical resonator basically consists of a pair of that two mirror, M1 and M2, that facing each other, and that active laser medium placed in between them. Then in that optical resonator, the light incident on that mirror M1, and mirror M1 is 100% reflector. That means that light, once that lights reflect back and incident on that mirror M2, and that M2 is 90% reflector and 10% transmitted, that light again reflected back. That means that the mirror reflect light again and again, and that mirror reflect light again and again, so provide optical feedback, and then system acts as a oscillator. We have, in that point we have discussed in previous video, that so provide the feedback, and the system acts as an oscillator, as the mirror of laser system of that open resonant cavity. Okay, then in that reflection, that is light reflect again and again, and 10% will be reflected. This is the loss. These are the loss of energy. Why? Because the energy is not fully recovered. By reflection, transmission, scattering, or absorption. There is a loss of energy. And this loss always associated with any mode, and that loss is associated with any mode. That is the different types. The mode is the longitudinal mode, transversal mode. But what is meant by laser mode? Okay, that is the explanation of that optical resonator we have discussed in previous video. But that light again reflect, and so provide that optical feedback, and system acts as a oscillator. System acts as a oscillator. Okay, these are the, and that means these are the certain laws. These are the certain laws, and that laws associated with that mode. That laws, sorry, that loss is associated with that modes, and this loss, there is a loss of that energy, may be due to the energy not fully recovered. Clear? Energy not fully recovered by the mirrors of scattering on absorption of in the, sorry, absorption in the active medium, or scattering or transmission or diffraction. Okay, we have discussed in previous video. Okay, these are the energy loss, but that loss is obtained by the mode. And what is mean by mode? That is a laser mode, means the standing waves in laser cavity. What is meant by laser mode? The laser mode means the possible standing wave in that laser quantity, because light is reflect again and again. There is a loss, and that loss is associated with that mode, and that mode is a standing wave in laser cavity. And that dissipation of energy means the loss of energy is expressed in terms of quality factor Q. Clear? That dissipation of energy means loss of energy per second. This expressed by the terms is quality factor Q of the mode. Quality factor Q of the mode, and is defined as Q is equal to omega naught, that is energy stored in the mode divided by energy dissipated per second in that mode, or it is simply write as a energy loss per second. Okay, these are the quality factor, where omega is equal to 2 pi mu naught is the oscillation frequency of the mode. This is the oscillation frequency of the mode. These are the oscillation frequency of the mode. Then the higher the value of Q, higher the value of quality factor, then better is resonant. Then the different configuration of this optical resonator, this is the resonator that we start the first, that is the Fabry-Perot resonator, or it is simply known as a plane parallel resonator. Okay, this simply diagram of that resonator. We start the Fabry-Perot resonator or plane parallel resonator. This Fabry-Perot resonator, it consists of two mirrors facing each other. This consists of that mirror M1 and this mirror M2. That is the distance between that two mirror is a L. That is the distance between two mirror. That this Fabry-Perot resonator, it consists of a two plane mirror that facing each other. Then the modes of such resonator, modes means that is a standing wave, that is a possible standing wave in that resonant cavity. Then the mode of such resonator can be considered as a superposition of two plane electromagnetic wave. Superposition of two plane electromagnetic wave traveling in opposite direction. These two wave traveling in a opposite direction along the axis of cavity. That arrangement as shown in figure. In this Fabry-Perot resonator, it consists of a two plane mirrors facing each other, and the mode of such resonator can be considered. Mode, that means that is a standing wave. The mode of that resonator can be considered the superposition of two plane electromagnetic wave traveling in opposite direction. Then assume that is the zero amplitude. Assume the zero amplitude of the electric field, that is the electromagnetic wave, but the assuming the zero amplitude of electromagnetic field at mirror, that is mirror as nodal plane. Mirror as nodal plane. Nodal plane means that is a central plane. Center. Okay. Then assume that zero amplitude of electric field at mirror, then that is that mirror as a nodal plane, that is a center, and the allowed the wavelength are given by that wavelength given by equation L is equal to n dot lambda divided by 2. N dot lambda divided by 2, where n is an integer and this and simply that mu r is the represent the resonant frequency. N is the integer and mu r is the resonant frequency, and we have the relation. Then we write once again relation L is equal to n dot lambda divided by r. N dot lambda divided by r, and that n is a integer but mu r is the resonant frequency. That we know the relation. We know the relation C is equal to mu lambda, that is the mu r, and therefore lambda is equal to C divided by this multiply, it will mu r, and put this value in that equation, and therefore L is equal to n. Lambda is a C divided by mu r, and that will be the n C divided by this term will be transform of denominator, and that's 2 mu r. L is equal to lambda is equal to that value n as it is C divided by 2 mu r, or this resonant frequency mu r is equal to simply that n as it is C divided by 2L, or mu r is equal to resonant frequency n C divided by 2L. This is the first Fabry-Perot resonator or plane parallel resonator. Then second one these are the simply configuration of that optical resonators. These are the spherical or concentric. Concentric resonator. To draw this mirror M1, this mirror M2, and that is the distance between that two mirror is L. Distance between that two mirror is L. C, and that's radius of curvature is R. C1, C2. C1 and C2. This is a spherical. We have considered the two spherical, or that is the concave mirrors with equal radii, that is the R. Consider the two spherical mirror with equal radii R, and the mirror are separated by distance L. That is the distance between the two mirror is L. The center of curvature of the mirror, that C1 and C2 coincides. That's why that's L length of is equal to twice of that radius of curvature. That is this is the spherical or concentric mirror. No other information of that spherical or concentric resonator. It consists of a two spherical mirror with equal radii R. The mirrors are separated by distance R, and the center of curvature are C1 and C2. That will be the coincide. That means that L is equal to length of that two mirrors is equal to 2R. Then next one are the Third one are the confocal resonator. Confocal. Third one are confocal resonator. Confocal resonator. Then we draw the simple diagram for that resonator. It also considered a two spherical mirror. This is the center of curvature. This light incident on that mirror, that is the mirror M1, mirror M2, and that reflect back an incident on M2, and again reflect back and again reflect back, and this arrow M1 and M2, the distance between two mirrors is L. This is the C2 and this is the C1, that is C, and that F1 foci, F is equal to F2, F is equal to F2. These are the confocal resonator. Okay. Then it consists of a two spherical mirror. It consists of a two spherical mirror of same radius of curvature, that is R. This confocal resonator, it consists of a two spherical mirror of same radius of curvature R, and the separated distance will be L. The distance L such that the foci F1 and F2 of two mirror coincides. That foci F1 and M2 of two mirror are coincide. Here the center of curvature C1 of the mirror M1, the center of curvature C1 of the mirror M1 lies on the surface of mirror M2. This F1 and F2, that two foci coincide, hence the center of curvature of mirror M1, center of curvature C1 of mirror M1 lies on the surface of mirror M2. This implies that L is equal to, these are the equal to F is equal to R, same radius, and that stability criteria, that is the gain or stability criteria of, that is a gain equation of that two mirror, that is a G1 is equal to 1 minus L upon R1. That is G parameter of gain equation, or G2 is equal to 1 minus L upon R2. That G1 is equal to 1 minus L upon R1 and G2 is equal to 1 minus N upon R2. But cavity will stable. Condition are cavity is stable if 0 is less than or equal to G1 cross G2, that is multiplication of that two gain equation is less than or equal to 1. तेव्हा काय असणार आहे, cavity will be stable. That is the stability criteria of that confocal resonator. Then fourth one, combination of plane and spherical reflector. That is the combination of spherical and plane reflector. Okay. In that fourth point, combination of plane and spherical reflector, it is the combination of hemiconfocal resonator and hemispherical resonator. Only in that point, and that we simply draw the diagram. This is F1 foci, this is M1, M2. Distance between two mirrors, that is L. That light incident on that mirror M1 and M2. These two mirror M1 and M2, distance between two mirrors, that is, and this is hemiconfocal resonator. The combination of plane and spherical, this is the hemiconfocal resonator, and these one are the hemispherical resonator. F1, this is F1, this is the M1, M2, and this length of L is the length of the, and this is the hemispherical. This is the semi-spherical. Not semi, this is the not hemi, this is the semi, that is the semi-spherical resonator. This is the combination of plane and spherical reflector. So combination of only diagrams will be there, that is a combination of plane and spherical reflector. Okay, then next, it consists of a combination of plane and spherical. These are the fourth configuration. The next point, we calculate that quality factor in cavities. These are the, we are discussed in the cavities, resonant cavity or that optical resonator. Then we calculate the quality factor in cavities. Now the formula for that, Q is equal to omega naught multiplied by energy stored in the mode divided by energy dissipation or energy loss, simply is known as a energy loss per second. Then let E of t be the energy stored, in mode. Mode is the standing waves, and that waves, that energy stored in that at any time t1. Then the rate of change of energy is proportional to the energy stored, that is d of E of t divided by dt is proportional to the energy stored E of t. Okay, then therefore that d of E of t divided by dt is equal to minus c E of t. Equation number 1, minus c, that is proportionality constant. Minus c is the where c is the proportionality constant. C is the proportionality constant, and negative sign, and that negative sign indicate the energy decreases with time, and therefore that this equation, this dt is transform of that side, that det, and E of t is transform of that side, minus c dt. Then integrating of that equation, integrating that d will be cancelled, that d differentiation integration will be constant, and that log of E suffix E of t is equal to minus c, as it is differentiation, this constant will be outside that integration, and the differentiation integration will be cancelled, and the remaining is t, and a is the integration constant. Equation number 2, log et, e of t is equal to minus ct plus a, that a differentiate that term, the differentiation integrate will be cancelled, and that log of et, that minus c constant, and dt integration of that dt is t, and therefore initially at t is equal to 0, E is equal to E naught. Initially t is equal to 0, that energy will be stored is equal to E naught, and therefore at t is equal to 0, that means t is equal to 0, in that side remaining a is equal to log of E, and that E is equal to E naught, log of E naught. Initially t is equal to 0, then E is equal to E naught, then equation 2 becomes t will be 0 and a is equal to log of E naught, and therefore that log in the value of a put in equation number 2 again, that log E of Et, and equation 2 becomes minus Ct plus log E naught. Okay, equation 2 again. Then therefore this term will be transformed of that side, and log of Et divided by log of E naught is equal to minus Ct, or log of Et divided by E naught is equal to minus Ct. Okay, this log transform that side, it will be the Et divided by E naught is equal to e raised to, this log transform that side, and it will be the written as a e raised to minus Ct, and therefore Et is equal to E naught transform that side, it will be the divide, it will be the multiply, e raised to minus Ct. Equation number 3. Equation number E of t is equal to E naught e raised to minus Ct. Obviously the energy decays. Yes, obviously energy decays means decays exponentially. The decay time is defined as, and the decay time defined as the time interval after which the energy reduces to 1 by E times of its initial value. This decay time is also known as passive cavity lifetime. This energy decays, obviously energy decays exponentially with time, but the decay time is defined as time interval after which the energy reduces is 1 by E times of initial value, and this decay time is known as a passive cavity lifetime. Okay, this initially at t is equal to 0, then at t is equal to t naught, then Et will be that 1 by E times. Okay, then E of t is equal to 1 by E times of E naught, and therefore that E of t, E naught will be transformed, that it will be the divide 1 upon E, using equation 3 are the E naught, and that equation 3, E of t divided by E naught is equal to e raised to minus Ct, that equation 3, that ratio will be e raised to, that means that E of t divided by E naught e raised to minus Ct, and therefore e raised to minus Ct is equal to 1 by E. Okay, and therefore e raised to minus ct is equal to e raised to minus 1. U of ct is equal to e raised to minus 1, and therefore and c and suffix t, this e c of tc, this will be compare, that minus minus will be plus, is equal to 1. ctc is the time, that is critical time, that tc is equal to 1 upon c. T is also known as a C, that is the cavity time. So not a critical time. This is TC is the cavity time. Passive, it is known as a passive cavity lifetime. TC is equal to 1 upon C, or C is equal to that is the 1 upon TC. This transform that side. This is equation number 4. Tc is equal to 1 upon C and C is equal to 1 upon Tc. Substitute in equation 3. And equation 3 are the e raised to 2 e naught e raised to ct, and there e of t is equal to e naught e raised to, the value of c is 1 upon tc, e raised to minus ct, and therefore minus t divided by tc. Equation number 5. These are equation number 3, and equation 3 are et is equal to e naught e raised to minus t divided by tc, because e raised to minus ct and c is equal to 1 upon tc, t as it is and tc will be denominator, and the e of t is equal to e naught e raised to minus t divided by tc. Equation number 5. Then differentiate with respect to t, with above equation with respect to t, and then we differentiate d of et divided by with respect to t, that means t, and this quantity will be as it is, and this is 1 upon tc outside, that e naught divided by minus minus 1 upon tc outside, minus e naught divided by tc e raised to minus t divided by tc, because with respect to t, d of et divided by dt is equal to minus that minus 1 upon tc outside, that means that e naught as it is minus e naught divided by tc is equal to e raised to minus t divided by tc, or that e naught e raised to minus t upon c, that e naught e raised to minus t upon c is e of t, therefore d of et is divided by t is equal to e naught e raised to, and this is d of et divided by dt is equal to e of t divided by tc, then this minus e of t, then multiply by minus 1, and therefore minus t of et divided by dt multiply through minus 1 is equal to e of t divided by tc. That value e naught e raised to minus t, this is equation number 5, and this is the value of e of t. This minus as it is, but multiply both sides of minus 1. Okay, and this equation represent loss of energy per second, and therefore q is equal to omega naught e of t divided by e of t divided by tc, where q is equal to omega naught et get cancelled, this divided by, and that will be the transform that side, e to get cancelled, omega naught cavity time, or q is equal to omega naught is a 2 pi mu naught, omega naught is equal to that tc, since omega naught is equal to 2 pi mu naught, this q is equal to 2 pi mu naught Tc, and therefore the lifetime Tc is equal to cavity lifetime Tc is equal to this term transform that side and q divided by 2 pi mu naught. This lifetime Tc is equal to q divided by 2 pi mu naught. This is the quality factor of that cavity, and this is the lifetime of that cavity.